Yo, what's up? How you doing? This is Bibi from the metal band Cryzix, and today I bring a new episode, a different episode, where I want to talk about were they thieves? Iron Maiden, Metallica, Pink Floyd, Pantera, were they really thieves or they were really artists readapting, reshaping some sounds into a different frame so they could even improve some ideas and take it to the next level. This is a little bit what I want to bring today because sometimes we refer to artists too easily to say that they are like stealing from that place or to that artist. And it's very different when you steal something rather than reframing and improving and giving your own perspective, even that you pay tribute to that, you know? So that's why I wanted to bring these different sounds that some of them maybe are familiar to you, but some of them I'm pretty sure it's gonna caught you by surprise to check with me a little bit what is this. Because when I work with my students from Touring is by my business, my program where I work one-to-one with bands, with musicians in doing an impact with their music, it's very important that they take very seriously where they take their influences and try to reframe it and try to recontextualize things so they can improve it. I don't think it's a matter of being 100% original. It's about taking the right elements, ingredients, and make a new soup, a new recipe for your soup, you know? And also, by the way, some of you are sending me messages to my Instagram at BB Plaza that you want me to check out your new songs and your new music, and I will try to be totally honest with you as far as I can. And that's why I also am giving this episode to try to give you some inspiration and insights of try to not copy too much, try to reframe, try to how to use some elements so you can not feel like a copy, but you just reframe some elements that are cool. I think that's important, okay? By the way, if you have a band and you are already trying to release new music, you can send it to me in my Instagram and I will happily check it out. So let's check out the first band that I have here. It's I'm gonna start with this band, Exhorder. And most of the people maybe are familiar about this band because there's a story behind Pantera, and in the early beginnings of Pantera, Exhorder was a main influence for Pantera, for Philip Anselmo, for his vocal technique, and also I would say that even instrumentally. They were very close to each other. I don't know which city were they from, but I know that they were very close to each other, and I bet my ass that they were a main influence in the transition of Pantera during the power metal era to the Cowards from Hell, which they turned more aggressive and more hardcore. So let's check out first Exhorder. It will blow your heads. The instrumental part reminds me a lot of Pantera. These transitions, it's really cool. But let's check out now the vocals, okay? This is very Philip Anselmo. This is very Philip. Again. Brutal. And now let's compare it with Pantera. This kind of transitions, awesome. And let's hear now Philip. I think it's pretty obvious. let's hear one moment again, Exhorder. Here goes Philip. This is very Philip. So, I'm not saying here that Philip was copying Exhorder. He was just taking this style and he took it on our own and his own way. And what I would say is that they perfection were the ingredients that Exhorder were trying to bring on the table. Pantera took their own references, also these ingredients, and they improved the formula and they created this masterpiece of Cows from Hell. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's amazing. It's amazing. And also I know that Philip had a short story with the band that he tried to sing some years before to the band or tried to replace the singer or something like this. So obviously Philip was highly influenced by this band, by Kyle, the singer of Exhorder. But I tell you, it's not a copy. It's not a copy. He just took his style and took it on his own, with his own references, and also he took it to another level. So the results are there. Pantera created a masterpiece, and it's amazing. I like to see these connections between who was the source. That's cool. Now I want to show you guys an example for the most rockers. Let's try to figure it out, okay, by ear, which song I'm referring to. This one. Who was the source from a very big anthem, rock anthem that everybody knows here? This is from Van Morrison. I love this man. Wait for it. Sounds familiar to you? Let's check out now. You know this song, right? Same chords. Super cool. Again, to me, it's very obvious. The first song, Almost Independence Day, from Van Morrison, it was released in 1972, and 3 years later, in 1975, was released Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd. I'm pretty sure that there was the source there was an influence. And again, as much as I love Almost Independence Day, this song from Van Morrison, we have to recognize that Pink Floyd, even if the source was really this song, they really knew how to take this song, this sound, and really bring it to a more commercial and mainstream way, in a more pleasant way to listen and to... they basically recorded the hit, right? So again, bravo for both artists and bravo for Pink Floyd. I don't think this is stealing at all. This is absolutely great job. Now let's go for a very controversial fight between Dark Angel and Metallica 1. Was it similar from? Similar to one from Metallica, right? Brutal. The first song from Dark Angel was released 2 years before One. It's obvious that the drummer from Dark Angel, Jane Hoagland, invented this section with the double kick, and Lars Ulrich took this inspiration and then brought it to the song One 2 years later. But in the end, who brought the hit? Metallica brought the hit. Metallica brought it to the mainstream level with this song, and congratulations for both artists. I don't think that's stealing at all. It's putting one color in a new painting, and it's brutal, and it's amazing too. So now let's go to a new one that I love. This one. Let's see if you can catch who was inspired by this song. Okay, this is from the band Vangelis. They did the soundtrack from Blade Runner. Maybe you know them for that. This is 1996. Does this sound familiar? Okay, let me now put the song who was inspired by Steve Harris with the Klansman. Check this out. Same progression. Awesome. So I think Steve Harris really liked this album Oceanic from Vangelis in 1996, because in 1998 they released this song, The Klansman, and it's amazing. I really like how they took this atmosphere and they brought it in the Iron Maiden level. Great job reframing one style, one color, and you put it on your own color of Iron Maiden. Love it. And to finish, I'm gonna put this one from Killing Joke, that I'm pretty sure that you will catch very fast what was the song that was inspired, that it's a rock massive hit that was inspired by this song. Killing Joke. This was done in 1985, and in 1991 this came out. Same style, same chorus, same effects, just slowing down the tempo. It's cool, and I really liked it. I really like how artists can reinterpret some things and some melodies, some riffs, and that's all about this. And as I said before, it's very important as musicians, if you're doing your own music, that you have to try to tap into some buttons, and this means like key references that maybe everybody knows, but try to reframe it in a way that it sounds fresh and unique. All of the compositions I gave you, they don't really stick together. It's like they are different niches. They are different genres or different colors. They are very different from each other, even that they share the same source or the same kind of inspiration. So it's about this. If you have to rip off Metallica, try to make a song that doesn't sound exactly like Master of Puppets made for in 1985. Try to reframe it and try to give a new interpretation or a new color, a new different thing, a new image, something that can stand out. Because in the end, if somebody is looking for a riff like Master of Puppets or a song like Master of Puppets, they will dig into just Master of Puppets, and they will not look for a band that nowadays sounds exactly the same as Master of Puppets. And with my band, I also experienced some of the same things. We started in our DNA, started with genre thrash metal, because we wanted to bring back this essence from metal bands from like Metallica, Slayer, and also Violator, bands like Violator, Evil, and Warbringer were just bringing their new sound back in the 2010. And we, Crysis, we wanted to also bring our own thrash metal sound, but also we had to really work since the beginning in 2008 when we started. We wanted to implement new colors, new elements, new reframes. So we were not just another copy of Metallica or these bands, but we wanted to do our own identity or build our own identity. Even that it was hard, because at 16, 17, 18 years old, when you start, it's harder to stand out. But we had this philosophy integrated since the beginning, and then through the years we also wanted to develop more our own personal sound. I don't know if I explained myself well, but I think it's important, bands, that it's cool that you take these key albums as a reference, as your DNA as your band, but it's very important that you know how to give different aspects. It's like giving a new the caramel, put a new dressing, a new paper, right? A new I don't know how you say it, paper. So new dress. It's like putting a new dress. Try to think about this, give it some twists, give it some. I think it's important that you take your time on thinking how you can stand out with your own music, so you don't end up being a copy of somebody else. And guys, if you are a guitarist and you want to improve your right hand picking, your coordination, make killer riffs, that it's very important that these riffs sound very cool when you record them. I have a perfect masterclass link in the description of this video. Then you can check it out. You can tap in this link and I will send you a perfect masterclass for you to really start leveling up. And it's one of the exercises that helped me the most to build this consistency, this attack with the right hand picking, with my wrist, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be very helpful for you guys. So thank you for watching this episode. I'm very happy that you stayed until here. I was really looking forward to make this one for so long, never found the time, and now I wanted to put all these different songs together. And I would like you guys that you tell me if you know any song that is really similar to another song on you, or you feel that it's the source of another song, or there was a comparison over there. I would like that you comment in this YouTube video, you put the song that you have in mind, because I really love to dig into this and check out these different influences that the bands have on each other, right? So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!